So I'm Chris. I don't know who those two are, but I'm a polymath.
Well, I'm Cass, and I am a polymath.
I'm Liz. I am totally a polymath.
Hi, I'm Cass Mullane.
I'm Liz Kettle.
And this is Creativity Cubed. So today we're going to talk about polymaths.
Polymaths? Wait a minute. There is no math in polymath.
There is no math in polymath. So let me give you a definition of what a polymath is, because we found that not everybody knows this word. How strange. Okay, so here it is. Definition. A polymath is from Greek. It's having learned much. Maybe that's learned much. Anyway, having learned much. A polymath is a person whose expertise spans a significant number of different subject areas. Such a person is known to draw on complex bodies of knowledge to solve specific problems. So basically, being a polymath means you've studied, you've trained, you've experienced a lot of different areas, and you've become kind of a subject matter expert in a number of them. Poly means multiple, so a number, so polymath.
Polymathic.
Polymathic. And so an example of some famous polymaths would be like Leonardo da Vinci,
He's
Galileo.
like the ultimate polymath.
Right, da Vinci, has to be. And then we have Galileo, you've got inventors like Ben Franklin, Thomas Edison, and I even looked up to see sports, because I kind of like sports. Howard Baker from Great Britain, he is a polymath in sports because he is a master of the high jump. He's a master. He's won awards in cricket. He's won awards in football, which of course is soccer for us, and water polo. So there's a polymath in the sporting world. We have polymaths surrounding us everywhere. We just didn't name them polymaths until now.
Polymaths are cool.
So you're polymathic.
I'm a polymath. And you're
I'm
a polymath.
a polymath. That makes us polymathics.
Yes.
Hey there, I'm Nancy and I'm a polymath.
Hi, I'm Liz and I'm a polymath.
Hi, I'm Patience and I'm a polymath.
I'm Jim. I'm a polymath.
One of the things we do, of course, is research. And that's part of our normal creative process. Part of Creativity Cube, we're going to be talking about creativity in all its various forms, whether it's art-related, business-related, life-related, so hence Creativity Cubed.
Because it's all related.
It is all related.
You can't separate your life and your business and your art.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah, it sources from the same place, so we are recognizing this and wanting you to recognize it as well, so you can own it, and then your life becomes richer as a result. So talk about the books we brought, just to demonstrate some of the polymathic behaviors that we have.
So I'm truly, this pile is my bedside reading table. Okay, I have finished some of these. Mostly I have like 5 books going at a time. So, and we have some magazines. So I have Fast Company and Mindfulness. 2 totally different magazines. We have business books, and we have health and spirituality. The Paleo Manifesto is a really awesome book about health and paleo eating. I do have a book about Leonardo because I'm always reading books about him. The Art of Innovation, and one of my favorite authors, Seth Godin. So there's this huge array of books. Then, of course, we have our books that we read
all the time.
All the time.
Eye candy.
They are about our art, and our work that we do. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to have to buy this one.
Yeah.
I got it from the library. So you can see we have this huge variety of books. And that's one great way to become more polymathic, is to read a lot of books.
Yeah, and go do internet research. We call it going down the rabbit hole in the internet, because, you go off on one track and you end up 12 tracks removed, but that's a great way to look at different kinds of subject areas very quickly, and then as you do that over and over and you build yourself into a subject matter expert on them, that helps you become polymathic. I mean, simple things like learning a language, playing a musical instrument, writing poetry, all those things add to you being polymathic, and of course that affects your creative drive and your creative abilities.
I want to talk a little bit more about going down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
Because
research queen.
I do love to research.
Yes, she does.
I must admit.
You get the tiara.
But when we always scold ourselves for going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. But when you're looking at Facebook and something interesting comes across your feed, you go read it, and then you click on another article, and you click on another article, and we tend to consider that wasting time. But you're educating yourself, unless you're just
wasting time.
wasting time. Because sometimes it's wasting time. But there's a lot of times when I find myself down the rabbit hole and I have to go, I start scolding myself and saying, oh, you're just wasting time. You've got work to do. And I'm going, wait a minute. This is helping me become a better, more rounded person.
Right. And also, when you're doing that kind of a process, that is basically design thinking. And that's how we function as creatives. We do prototype. We try different things, and that requires us to go down all that rabbit hole, or those rabbit holes, regularly. That's just part of our creative process, is to explore and experiment. So I think that strengthens it. Now, granted, of course, you can waste time doing it if we're spending just fooling around on Facebook all day long or something like that. But when you're doing research and you come up with something that is interesting or kind of piques your curiosity, explore it. And then you can always go back to it later and develop expertise or develop some kind of, just see where it takes you. And that's, again, part of our design thinking and creative process.
I thought about this a lot when I was homeschooling, because as adults, we tend not to go back to education. But I homeschooled 2 of my boys through high school. So we did all kinds of amazing videos on black holes and these great courses. I think that's the name of the company.
That's right.
Video courses that you can buy. They're really inexpensive, and
they're great courses.
They're great courses. And sometimes I'd be sitting with my son going, wow, did you understand that? I think I got the quarks and the neutrons and the neutrinos and the all those little bits. But all of that just made me feel alive. And as adults, we tend not to go back and look at any kind of subject matter that we don't know anything about, because we're so busy reading about what's in our field to keep up, but we forget to go out to that other field.
Yeah, and that again sparks your creativity. For example, I just recently started acrylic painting, which is not my normal medium at all. And simply by taking a class in acrylic painting, it's just opened up all kinds of design ideas for me that I may have come across eventually, but bam, there they are, right there. And that was because I explored something completely outside the norm, got outside my field of expertise. But that's what makes us better as creatives, and that's what makes us better as business people, as artists, is to keep challenging ourselves and push.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm a polymath.
Hi, I'm Tirza, and I am a polymath.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm a polymath.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I'm a polymath.
Hi, I'm Albie, and I'm a polymath.
So I was thinking about a couple of tips you might give people on why it's so cool to be a polymath.
So, don't you just love saying polymath? Polymath.
Everybody say that.
Polymath.
There we go. Well done. Okay.
One of the things I really like to do is take classes. And I take classes that are not in what I'm comfortable in.
Right.
It helps me as a teacher, for one thing, because it reminds me how it feels to be a total beginner. And we don't like to be scared. We don't like that feeling of being a total beginner. We're nervous, we're unsure of ourselves, and it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody else in the room knows what they're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. So that's one of the reasons I take classes. I usually take art classes, but they're totally outside my realm, like your acrylic class. Yeah, it's a little freaky to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Everybody else knows what they're doing, but not me. And we already talked about going down the rabbit hole. And I wouldn't suggest going down the rabbit hole daily. But, give yourself an hour on Sunday afternoons to just go to whatever strikes your fancy.
Yeah, it's like taking a walk. Go take a walk. There's nothing wrong with that. But limit the time so you're not lost. So you can go back and do your art, do your work, hang out with your family, be outside, breathe the air, all those good things.
Have fun with your friends.
Yeah. So and
read a lot, obviously.
Yeah. So, and you can read on your deck outside in the fresh air.
Yeah, exactly.
That works.
What else?
So
lectures.
Yep, you can do lectures, you can listen to music. I mean, the cultural activities, of course, are good. Any sports activities are good. Physical things are good.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be an athlete. You can just go take a walk, go outside, get refreshed. But then start paying attention to the world around you. For example, you're outside, you're walking. You may know all the birds in all the trees. You may know their songs over time. And that helps you become a polymath.
A polymath.
Yes.
Because you never know what disparate things are going to pull together to make a great idea.
Yeah.
Jack's one of my favorites.
I wanted to ask you about Jack. So tell me about Jack.
Okay. So one time I was talking to a big CEO of a company who was looking for somebody to do some work for him. And out of my mouth I said, out of my mouth. Okay, just
That's
because we're
supposed to out
polymath
of your
doesn't
ear?
mean we can talk really well. So
Okay.
the words that came out of my
There
mouth
we
without me thinking of it were, I'm perfect for you because I know a lot of different things. I'm a jack of all trades. And his immediate response was, and master of none.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, wait a minute,
Throw down the
buddy.
gauntlet, buddy.
Wait a
Let me
minute.
tell you something.
Because when you know a lot, it broadens
Right.
your abilities. It broadens what you are capable of producing. And so Jack was right. Being the master of all trades is important. We've really done a disservice to our country, to our society, when we got rid of the generalist overall degree.
Right.
Everybody now is a specialist, and
Well,
it's
then that
hurt us.
narrows your thinking because you're focusing only on your specialty, and you neglect everything else around you. So, especially these days, as we're transitioning into more of a technology economy, you gotta know about a number of different facets. You have to be comfortable exploring in areas that aren't necessarily your specialty area.
Right.
You really need to have that. And as an employer, I would look for somebody most likely who had that set of skills, because while I
be
may
more
need,
valuable.
right, I may need somebody specifically for social media, but I also want them to be able to, through their looking at social media, figure out, oh, you know what might be a good marketing idea. You know, it might be a good product idea. You know, it might be an area you need to hire.
How we need to fine tune that product. I can
Exactly.
engaging with our customers.
Right, because they're going to hear it,
Yeah.
and that you want somebody who's not just going to say, "Here's my box, I stay in my box." That you don't want those people anymore. It was great when you were making one specific thing and that was your job, but these
We
days
don't
it
do
doesn't
that
work
anymore.
that way.
Yep.
Yep, it's a global
Industrial
economy.
age is
Industrial
gone.
age. Yep.
It's gone.
Yep.
We don't need to make more widgets.
Yeah. So, Sherry sent us a question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta-
By the way, what we'd like you to do is send us questions to our website, which you'll see down below. And we had one come in from someone named Sherry. I don't know where she's from. Do you know
Yeah,
where
she
she's
didn't.
from?
She didn't
Okay.
say where she was from.
Yeah.
But Sherry wrote, "I'm not creative at all. How do I become creative?"
Sherry, please. Sherry, everyone's creative. You just have,
Everyone.
You've kind of suppressed it most likely, so you don't have confidence in it. You haven't tried it much, but yeah, we got some. Go ahead, great tips to how to become creative.
We were talking about it earlier. The biggest thing that keeps people from thinking they're creative or trying creative things is fear.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to be a beginner.
Yep.
When we were talking about polymaths taking classes and stuff, you don't have to take classes to become an expert in something. Just take them to have fun and to try something new all the time. So pick a topic that you think is interesting, whether it's cooking or gardening or cake making.
All
or
of which are
art.
creative activities.
Yes. Art, music.
Poetry. Go to a poetry slam. You know,
Yeah.
go to an event.
Take a class.
Yeah, take a class.
One
That's
of
a
the
really
easiest
easy
thing
way
to do is just take a class, because creativity it's like a muscle. It's
Right, you
usually
gotta- right,
and you
gotta
have to
exercise
use
it.
it.
Yep.
And if you've been told for a lot of your life that you are the smart one, not the creative one, unpigeonhole yourself.
Yeah.
Because we get
Yeah.
we pigeonhole ourselves.
Right, and I want to throw something out there too, because people assume because we're artists, we're professional artists, that we can draw. Guess what?
Yeah.
I can't draw.
Can't draw.
Not
Well,
my thing. Well,
sorta,
we
kinda,
can
but
kind of
not
scribble,
really.
but it's not like we're doing the representation of the mountains and the beautiful scene. That's not my specialty.
Yeah.
So you hereby have permission to go out and do something that makes you uncomfortable, and it doesn't matter if it's perfect. Perfect is not, I mean, that's not even in my vocabulary. You do the best you can, and you explore it. So go explore, go have fun, and just do something.
You know what would be a really good way in the summer? Sidewalk chalk.
Sidewalk chalk.
How fun.
Sidewalk chalk.
Yeah. Cheap.
Yeah.
It washes away. You just make patterns,
Yeah.
lines, shapes.
Yeah, and it's great to do with other people. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a fun thing too.
Yeah,
Another way to be creative is like call your friends. Go do something that none of you have done.
Yeah.
Take a beginner class in anything, whether it's beginning Spanish or beginning.
Tai Chi, even.
Yeah, or astrophysics. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you take a class in.
Right, but go,
take a class.
and give yourself permission to figure it out as you go along.
yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, then take a different class. Easy.
And give yourself permission to be the only one in the room who doesn't know what's going on.
But
Because
here's
you're
the
not.
are. Chances are you're not.
You're not.
Yeah, you're
but
not.
if you give yourself the permission to be that person,
You'll have more
then
fun.
you'll have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. More to come. Cass Mullane signing out.
Liz Kettle, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Cass,
I'm Liz.
and we are Polymaths. Hashtag Polymath.
I didn't do it.
Oh, let's try it again. I didn't do it. Hashtag I didn't do it.
Hashtag I didn't do it either.
Hashtag Jimmy Fallon. Hashtag Justin Timberlake. Hashtag I'm a polymath.
Hashtag I'm a polymath. Hashtag you're a polymath.